There's a special kind of magic in discovering a vintage treasure. It's like stepping into a time capsule, where each item holds a piece of history, a fragment of a story waiting to be told. The thrill of the hunt, the joy of finding that perfect piece, and the connection to the past make it an unforgettable experience. It could be a chipped enamelware pitcher at a flea market, its surface worn and weathered, yet still holding a certain charm. Imagine the hands that have held it, the kitchens it has graced, and the meals it has been a part of. Each chip and scratch adds to its character, telling a story of use and love. Or a set of floral teacups tucked away in your grandmother's attic, each one a delicate masterpiece. These teacups might have been part of countless family gatherings, each sip of tea a moment of connection and warmth. The floral patterns, faded yet beautiful, speak of a time when life moved at a slower pace and simple pleasures were cherished. These pieces speak to a simpler time, a time when objects were made to last and imbued with care and craftsmanship. In today's fast-paced world, where everything is disposable, vintage kitchenware stands as a testament to durability and quality. Each item was crafted with attention to detail, meant to be used and cherished for generations. Each piece has a story to tell, a history etched into its very being. The patina on an old spoon, the worn handle of a rolling pin, the faded paint on a teapot. These imperfections are not flaws, but marks of a life well lived. They remind us of the people who used them, the hands that worked with them, and the memories they helped create. A vintage rolling pin might have been used by generations of bakers, its worn surface a testament to countless family recipes. Imagine the dough it has rolled, the cookies it has shaped, and the pies it has helped create. Each groove and dent is a mark of tradition, a link to the past that connects us to our ancestors. A chipped enamel teapot could conjure images of cozy afternoons spent sipping tea and sharing stories. Picture a family gathered around the kitchen table, the teapot at the center, steam rising from its spout. The chipped enamel is a reminder of its journey, the many hands that have poured from it, and the countless conversations it has witnessed. Discovering vintage kitchenware is like unearthing little pieces of history. Each item is a window into the past, offering a glimpse of how people lived, cooked, and connected. It's a way to honor the craftsmanship and care that went into making these objects, and to appreciate the beauty in their imperfections. It's about finding beauty in the imperfect and appreciating the stories these objects hold. In a world that often values the new and the flawless, vintage kitchenware reminds us that there is beauty in the worn and the weathered. These items have stood the test of time, and their imperfections are a testament to their journey. They invite us to slow down, to appreciate the past, and to find joy in the simple, everyday objects that connect us to our history. Unlike mass-produced items, vintage pieces possess a soulfulness that comes from years of use and love. Each scratch, dent, and worn edge tells a story, a narrative woven through time. These objects have been touched by countless hands, each leaving an imprint of their existence. They are not just items. They are witnesses to the passage of time, holding within them the essence of the lives they have been a part of. They've witnessed countless meals shared, conversations had, and memories made. Imagine the stories a vintage kitchen table could tell. It has seen generations gather around it, sharing not just food, but moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. The table has been a silent observer of family traditions, holiday feasts, and everyday dinners. It has felt the weight of elbows resting on it during deep conversations, and the lightness of laughter echoing around it. A vintage bread box might have once held freshly baked loaves, filling a kitchen with warmth and the aroma of yeast. Picture a grandmother pulling out a loaf, the steam rising as she slices it, the crust crackling under the knife. This bread box has been a part of morning routines, late-night snacks, and everything in between. It has held the sustenance that nourished bodies and the comfort that fed souls. A set of mismatched china plates could have graced a table set for family gatherings, each chipped edge whispering tales of laughter and love. These plates have held countless meals, from simple breakfasts to elaborate holiday feasts. Each chip and crack is a testament to their journey, a mark of the hands that have held them and the stories they have been a part of. They are not just plates, they are pieces of history, each one unique in its imperfections. These whispers from the past are what make vintage finds so captivating. They are more than just objects, they are storytellers, each one with a unique tale to tell. They remind us of a time when things were made to last, when craftsmanship was valued, and when objects were cherished for their utility and beauty. They connect us to the past, to the people who used them, and to the stories they hold. They remind us that objects can be more than just functional. They can be vessels of history, carriers of memories, and storytellers in their own right. Each time we use a vintage item, we add our own chapter to its story. We become a part of its history, and it becomes a part of ours. These objects are a bridge between the past and the present, connecting us to a time gone by and reminding us of the enduring nature of human experience. They are a testament to the beauty of imperfection, the value of longevity, and the power of memory. Vintage kitchenware has a unique ability to transport us back in time. They evoke a sense of nostalgia, reminding us of childhood kitchens, cherished family recipes, and the simple pleasures of days gone by. Perhaps a set of floral teacups reminds you of tea parties with your grandmother, or a vintage cookie cutter brings back memories of holiday baking with your family. These sensory experiences connect us to the past, creating a sense of comfort and belonging. In a world that often feels fast-paced and disposable, vintage pieces offer a grounding presence, a reminder of simpler times and enduring traditions. A bridge between eras, blending vintage finds with modern aesthetics. This approach allows you to create a unique and personalized space that tells a story. By thoughtfully combining elements from different time periods, you can achieve a harmonious and visually appealing kitchen that reflects your individual taste and style. Vintage kitchenware doesn't have to be relegated to antique stores or museums. These items can find new life and purpose in your modern kitchen, serving both functional and decorative roles. Imagine the charm of an old-fashioned egg beater or a set of hand-painted ceramic bowls, each with its own history and character, adding a layer of depth to your contemporary space. These pieces can be seamlessly integrated into modern kitchens, adding character, warmth, and a touch of history. The key is to select items that complement your existing decor and enhance the overall aesthetic. For instance, a vintage clock on the wall can serve as a focal point, while antique jars can be used to store everyday essentials like flour and sugar, blending practicality with nostalgia. A vintage enamelware pitcher can hold wooden spoons next to a sleek coffee maker. This simple yet effective combination highlights the beauty of both old and new, creating a cohesive look that is both functional and stylish. The enamelware pitcher, with its rustic charm, contrasts beautifully with the modern lines of the coffee maker, making your kitchen feel warm and inviting. A collection of antique cutting boards can add warmth and texture to a contemporary countertop. These boards, with their worn surfaces and unique patinas, tell a story of years gone by. They not only serve as practical tools for food preparation, but also as decorative elements that bring a sense of history and authenticity to your kitchen. Display them on a modern countertop to create a striking visual contrast that is both eye-catching and meaningful. The key is to strike a balance, allowing the vintage pieces to complement rather than overpower the modern elements. This balance can be achieved by carefully selecting and placing vintage items in a way that enhances the overall design without overwhelming it. For example, you might choose a few standout vintage pieces, such as a retro toaster or an antique spice rack, and pair them with sleek modern appliances and cabinetry. This approach ensures that each element has its own space to shine, creating a harmonious and cohesive look. The juxtaposition of old and new creates a dynamic and visually interesting space, showcasing your personal style and appreciation for timeless design. By blending vintage finds with modern aesthetics, you can create a kitchen that is not only functional, but also full of character and charm. This approach allows you to celebrate the past while embracing the present, resulting in a space that is uniquely yours. Whether you're an avid collector of vintage items or simply looking to add a touch of nostalgia to your modern kitchen, the possibilities are endless. So go ahead, mix and match, and let your creativity shine. The art of imperfection, embracing the patina of time. Don't be afraid of a little wear and tear. Those chipped edges, faded patterns, and scratches tell a story of age and use, adding to the unique beauty of vintage finds. The patina of time gives each piece a sense of history and character that can't be replicated. It's a reminder that these objects have lived a life before finding their way into your hands. Instead of trying to conceal imperfections, embrace them as part of the charm and story of each piece. Remember, it's the imperfections that often make vintage finds so endearing and unique.